Hi, I'm AFC Baggy, originally from London, but I now live in Stockport, near Manchester.
How would you describe your comic style?
Quite softly spoken, and slow, and laconic, and possibly Jack D-ish, I don't know, something like that. Please don't compare me to Jack D, because I'm not.
Which cartoon character are you most like?
I would say possibly Sylvester the Duck, but that's mainly because of my speech impediment.
Good, good. And what's your first memory?
My first memory ever?
Ever?
Or on stage?
Either.
Either. Oh, well, my first memory ever was a bird pooing on my brother's head when he was sat in a pram. He was about 6 months old.
What's your favourite cheese?
My favourite cheese is Dolce Latte. It's cheese, isn't it?
Yeah, blue cheese.
Yeah, blue cheese, soft blue cheese.
Lovely.
I can't eat it at the moment, though.
Oh.
I'm on a diet. I'm not supposed to eat cheese.
No.
It's fattening. It's horrible. It's horrible being on a diet.
Why should you win the Comedian of the Year?
Why should I win it? Because I'm different, really. I'm old. I've got to better win it before I get too old and die. That's probably really. I think I'm the oldest person here. I think I'm looking around. Am I the oldest person here? I look at Richard and I think I might not be the oldest person here. But I probably am. I'll just look young. I'm quite lucky like that. But no, I need to win it before I die. Which will be soon because I'm old.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Hi, it's Richard Pulsford. I'm from a little town in Fife called Burnt Island, which is very close to Edinburgh.
How would you describe your comic style? I
love wordplay, puns, one-liners, and that's what I base my set around.
What's the most embarrassing album you own?
I've got to say Clannad, best of, because I use a song from that in my audio-visual, in my one-man show. That's quite embarrassing. Yes, there's a reason for it, but I can't go into it now. Yes.
And who are your comedy heroes?
Well, I go back a bit, so probably people like Morecambe and Wise, Tommy Cooper. I was just thinking the other day about Leonard Rossiter, actually, because he died about the same time as both Eric Morecambe and Tommy Cooper, all within about 6 months. But yeah, Leonard Rossiter was fantastic as a comic actor. Yeah.
Retro,
yes. I'm sure they'll come back into fashion soon. Yes.
Which literary character are you most like?
Let's say Jesus, because I've got long hair at the moment.
And why should you win the competition, Comedian of the Year?
Oh God, I should only win it if the audience think I'm good enough. I'd like to think an audience will enjoy it and they'll maybe vote for me, and let's see what happens.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name's Tony Basner. I'm from a small town in the northeast called Harrogate.
And how would you describe your comic style?
Childish, playful, friendly and silly.
Have you chosen a funeral song?
We Built This City by Starship.
Why that choice?
Because we can build a city. I have no idea. I just think it'd be beautiful as they're walking through with it, as if I'm the city. It'd be nice.
If your comic style was an ice cream flavour, which ice cream flavour would it be?
Lemon sorbet, because I'll be honest, I just want some lemon sorbet now. I've not really thought this through. Can I go and get some sorbet and finish this in a bit?
So by lemon sorbet, would you say your comedy's a palate cleansing experience?
No, it was just the first thing I thought of, and now I'm regretting it instantly. But it's nice in the sun. I don't know.
And why should you win the Comedian of the Year award?
Because it'd be nice for a working class, rough council estate living boy to win something in Harrogate.
Sorbet lover.
Sorbet loving council. Yeah, that doesn't go with the council house, does it? I'm not allowed back in Hartlepool if this comes out. But yeah, it'd be nice for the working class to claim the posh city.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
I'm Liam Pickford and I'm from Ashton-under-Lyne.
And what's your comic style?
Visions.
What's your funeral song going to be?
I'd either like it to be just loads of women weeping from the local upper crust, or just some sort of galloping mixed with German 70s experimental rock. That'd be good.
Okay. And if your life was a movie tagline, what would it be?
It's Hugh Grant again. Oh no.
What's the best song to drive to?
Well, I don't drive, but...
or passenger to?
Daphne and Celeste. Stick You, is it called?
Who Stick You?
Who Stick You, yeah. Your mama too, and your granddad.
And why should you win the Comedian of the Year?
I'm not bothered, really, to be honest. I'd rather people just got on with their lives and stop trying to quantify people's ability by a set of conditions that aren't predetermined, because people are people and they should all go home.
And are you going to be taking the sexy ironing board home with you?
Yeah, I am. Me and Deborah have found a rapport, and she won't leave me because she's inanimate. I miss my dad.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Daniel J. Kennedy, from Steeton, no less. You might know who I am if you listen on a Thursday evening or a Friday evening, you never know.
And what's your comic style?
Occasionally funny, I think. Sometimes not, but quite loud.
Which cartoon character you most like?
Ooh, probably Penelope Pitstop.
Do you have a pink car?
A pink car and really nice high heel boots, which I only wear on Tuesdays.
Which act would you most like to be the sport of?
To support?
Yeah, in all comedy, dead or alive.
Probably the one who paid the most money, I would imagine. But, Laurel and Hardy. Did they ever do stand-up, Laurel and Hardy? No?
They were on stage.
Were they?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, Laurel and Hardy. Wouldn't have been much competition, really, would there?
No.
And silent as well.
Yeah, there you go. That would have been a bit of an effort, though.
Quite difficult for radio as well. Probably wouldn't work on radio, would it?
And why should you win the Comedian of the Year?
I'm not sure I particularly want to. I imagine the pressure if you won Comedian of the Year, it would just be horrendous, wouldn't it? Then you'd have to be funny all the time instead of maybe just being a losing semi-finalist.
Thank you very much.
No problems.
Hello, my name's Alan Sharp. I'm originally from Gloucester, now live in York.
And how would you describe your comic style?
Miserable. Quite simply, grumpy old man.
Okay, first of all, what's the best tune to drive to?
Well, you can't see because you're listening, but I'm a bit of a metalhead, so I'd probably go for some black metal. I don't know, something like Emperor.
Okay, and you've got some memorabilia there as well.
Those are various rock festivals that I've performed at. So.
Oh, cool, wow.
At the comedy tent, obviously.
Okay. If your comedy style was an ice cream flavour, which ice cream flavour would it be?
Oh dear. Something with nuts in it. Something quite unpleasant with nuts in it, I imagine. I'm just trying to, yeah.
Nutty flavour.
Yeah,
pistachio.
nutty flavour. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Which act would you most like to be the support of in all the world of comedy, dead and alive?
Dead or alive? Well, my absolute comedy hero is Dave Allen. So, yeah, him.
And why should you win the Comedian of the Year?
I probably shouldn't, but because it'll help me get lots of work and paid lots of money, and then I'll become famous, and yeah.
Well, my name is Miss Tibbs, Miss Charlotte Louise Inbred Tibbs. I'm from Middle England, you know, dear.
And tell us a bit about yourself, Charlotte.
Well, as I said, I'm Miss Tibbs. I'm the spinster of the parish. I'm member of the choir and the Women's Institute. I'm terribly, terribly busy, you know. Terribly busy, and I've come here today with my friend Judy. Yes, she's supposed to be doing something, but I'm not quite sure what.
Have you seen Betty's Tea Rooms yet? Has that suited your palate?
Betty's Tea Rooms? It sounds delicious, dear, but I don't know what it is.
I think it'll be right up your street.
Do you think so? I think I might have to come back and find it. It was jolly dark when I got here.
Which literary character are you most like?
Well, you know, dear, I think I'm very much a Miss Marple, do you? I'm a bit of a nosy Parker, you know, sometimes, and I find out all sorts of things. Are you married?
I'm not married, no.
No. Well, but I think there is someone somewhere, isn't there? I can detect a little sparkle there in your eye.
Thank you very much, mister.
It's right, thank you. It's very nice to meet you, dear.
My name is Raoul Cooley and I'm from Newcastle.
And how would you describe your comic style?
It's a combination between observational humour and political satire. It's a bit of both. They never kind of overlap, but there's just different segments like that.
Which cartoon character are you most like?
Ooh, I used to get called Sonic the Hedgehog a lot when I was younger, but I think it was because I had long hair and it was all spiked up, so that's why I was called Sonic. So I'll probably stick with Sonic.
Okay, awesome. What's the most embarrassing album you own?
I've got a pretty cool music taste, actually. No, I do own some embarrassing ones, but I'm struggling to think. I'm pretty much going to download Taylor Swift's album tonight, so that's probably as embarrassing as it gets. But I really like that new single on the radio. Haters gonna hate.
You've got a bit of confidence with your embarrassment. That's fine.
Yeah, not bothered. Like, judge us all you want.
If your life was a movie, what would the tagline of it be?
One man's epic continuous failure. Something along the lines of that.
And why should you win the Comedian of the Year award?
Probably shouldn't, to be honest. Well, my brother's getting married on Sunday, getting married to a lovely lady. He's also an investment banker and he's doing really well for himself, and I want to be the favourite child, so I could use winning this competition to show me mum I'm not just wasting my time in my career.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.